So I may have released my game on Steam.
What the fuck?
Oh! You didn't have the triple sauce. What the fuck? Since last time we spoke, there have been a couple of changes around here. But basically, in short, I have thrown out BeanWars.
What?
Now before you cancel me on Twitter, I am continuing on it. But you most likely realize that by this video existing. And also, if you don't know, BeanWars is a game that I am developing. It's basically a multiplayer game with beans. It's an idea I came up with around 2 years ago, and then around 2 months ago, I decided, hey, it could be fun if I remade it in a week. But a lot of people said I should continue on it. So that's what I did. And that brings us to now. So let's actually get to the exciting stuff. I added 2 maps. One of them is an abandoned warehouse, and the other is a very tall building. These are supposed to be a lot bigger than the other ones, so have some variety.
Magnus has an unfair advantage.
How?
Why does Magnus have an unfair advantage?
He goes to esport.
Particles. Fuck, who the fuck is that?
No, I fell off! Ah! I also got a decent amount of feedback from my Discord server, and I fixed a lot of bugs, and trust me, there were a lot of bugs. I also added some new guns, the FAL and the MAC-10. Just some basic guns. I also added a new game mode, Golden Revolver. It's basically just one in the chamber from Call of Duty. Also, sadly, I am not updating it anymore on itch.io because, drumroll please, I am putting it on Steam. So yeah, I gave in to Gabe Newell and gave him his monthly salary so that he can live on. But yeah, $100 for my game on Steam, that's a deal. And now it's on Steam. So, there's also a lot of new features I can use, like Steam achievements, the marketplace, and other sorts of things. For example, I added cosmetics. No, it's not gonna be a battle pass, or an item shop, or a season pass. None of that, okay? Don't ask me how you get cosmetics because I haven't really decided on that yet. But it will most likely be that you can obtain them from completing some small challenges and getting achievements, stuff like that. So most of them you don't have to pay for, and some are gonna be in DLC and stuff like that. Speaking of achievements, they exist. Also, some people were complaining about the fast time to kill in my game, so I added these battle pickups. Basically, some pickups spawn around the map, and you can either get health from them or ammo. So yeah, that's all I added on BeanWars before I threw it out. So, BeanWars, what happened to it? I was using Photon Pun 2 for the networking, but as it turns out, I have to pay a lot of money to hold more than 20 people on the game at once. Yeah. 2,000 players. 370 per month? What the f? So I found another networking solution that is called Fishnet, which also has Steam integration in it. So that's very nice. There are some downsides and some upsides to this. Before, everyone got connected to one server, but now the server is the host, aka the person who launched the server. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. What I meant was, before each player would connect to a dedicated server, and say when I shot, I would send that information out to every other player from me to them directly. But now, since the players are hosting their own servers, when I want to shoot another player, it doesn't go directly to them, it goes into the server and then goes to the other player. Now this is both good and bad. For example, it can make it a lot more easier to detect cheaters, because when it goes through the host, I can check, for example, do you have enough ammo to actually shoot the gun? If you don't, you can't shoot. That's just one of the examples, but That's basically how it works. And as I said, there's also some downsides. For example, when the host leaves. So before, when the host left, another player would just get to be the host. But now when the host leaves, everyone gets disconnected. So there's some upsides and some downsides. But in the long run, it's definitely better. So as you may have seen, I changed up the art style a bit. Before, the art style and theme was kinda all over the place. I didn't really like it. So this gave me a chance to actually fix it. And I went for a kinda stylized style. I think it looks cool and you should too. Why? It doesn't matter. Also, you might have seen the grenades. It's an idea that one of the guys from my Discord server came up with. Basically, a lot of grenades will spawn around the map, and you can pick them up and throw them around. But it's not just any grenades, it's food-themed grenades. So right now we only have 4 in the game. The chili sauce, which works like a Molotov. The brain freeze, which just slows down the player in a given area. Then we have the pop shock, which is a corn kernel that you throw and acts like a normal grenade. It explodes on impact and deals a lot of damage. And then we have the final one, Sparkling Splash. This one is not really that offensive. Basically, just throw it at the ground and all the players in a given area get sent up into the air. And in a multiplayer game, you need a map to play on. So that's exactly what I made. But yeah, that's basically everything I added and changed. If you want to see more of the game, consider subscribing, I guess. And if you want to actually play it, go wishlist it and join my Discord server in the description, because in there you can sign up to playtest the game. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay, and I'll see you guys later.